Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're talking about REX here, day 80, rextoken.com. Today's a big deal, I guess you can say, because the MREX is all sold out. If you're new to REX, I suggest maybe reading the white paper, getting to know it, or joining the Telegram group. You can find the white paper on the address right here. There's some spelling errors and whatnot, but they're going to polish that up. So I would say, look past the spelling errors and typos and just get the main concept. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. And yes, right now, this is my first video on REX. You can see the watermark from my video recording streaming app software. I'm going to be testing out a few just to see which one I like before I commit to one. So if you guys have any suggestion as to which streaming software is great for YouTube, let me know and send me a message or leave it in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so back to REX. So this video, I'd say it's going to be for those who already know what REX is, might have some questions. I've noticed in the Telegram chat a lot of people are asking some pretty basic questions when you could just read the white paper that's online. That would pretty much explain everything. So I'm just going to go through it and show you something here. So first off, auctions. A lot of talk about auctions. We're basically in the pre-sale stage of REX, 365 days. Today's day 80. And there's some confusion about buying REX through the auction and getting it through, let's say, PancakeSwap or an aggregator like, here, 1inch.io. You can get it from there too. So essentially, every day you can put up to a maximum of 5 Binance coins into the auction to get a share of this 8.6 million REX token in this pool, and then it's divvied up amongst the participants based on how many Binance coins you deposited. Now I say it's 5 Binance coin. That is if and only if you hold a TREX and 20 MREX. Otherwise, if you do not hold either one of those, you can only put in 2 Binance coin. The TREX gives you 1 additional Binance coin, and holding 20 MREX gives you an extra 2 Binance coin for a total of 5. So that's how that works. If you have someone who referred you, you can enter their address here, and you'll receive 10% more. If you don't have one, you can use random, or if you like, you can check out in the comments below this video, and you can use mine, and that'll be greatly appreciated. So that's that. In your dashboard, it will show you what the rate is for buying REX on the exchange, so like PancakeSwap or 1inch.io, and I'd say more often than not, it's a better value for the REX you receive on the exchanges. You get more REX per Binance coin. Now, having said that, when you look at the REX you get on auction, it's definitely lower, but you do get a chance at big payday. And what big payday is that every single day, I believe it's 11 a.m. London time, I would say 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the system will automatically select a wallet and award it the BNB that wallet had used in auctions. So for instance, I had donated or used 9 Binance coin in total for the auctions, and this is cumulative of all auctions where you participated in 1 or you participated in 10. All of your Binance coins that you use will be added together and be counted for big payday. So every day there's a chance for you getting hit big payday, and I did receive mine. So you can see down here, this BNB Treasury, Essentially what this means is that if you don't get hit, if your wallet does not get picked for a big payday, then you will be eligible to get an equal share of this treasury. And right now there are 1,357 eligible addresses. So I'm not eligible because I did receive my big payday. I actually received it, I believe, on the 18th day into this thing. So it was great to receive 9 Binance coin. It's fantastic. It's a great feeling, and I'm sure those of you who've received multiple times and consecutively one after another know exactly what I mean. Okay, so the auction only lasts for 365 days, so it's a great way to increase the pool, because part of the Binance that's used in here is sent to the liquidity pool. And it's great. It's also transparent, so you can see what the rates were, how many participants there were, how much Binance was put into the pool. And as you can see, I started on day 58, and it shows my 3 participations in the auctions. And then after that, the rate's been not bad, and lately it's really low. So you can see definitely a lot more people are coming in here, and that's probably why you guys are watching this video. Alright, so that pretty much takes care of auctions. Now let's get into staking. So right now, in the chat, there's a lot of stuff going on with TREX. So let me show you what TREX is. TREX is, in my opinion, just as important as MREX. And what TREX does, it kind of locks in the lowest price for a share. If you guys know how HEX operates, or you're familiar with HEX, it's exactly like a T-share. The only difference is with a TREX, it locks that share price at the lowest price. So I believe the T-share cost over in HEX is about 18,500 and change HEX tokens per T-share. And the T-share value itself, I think, is like $3,000 right now. So imagine if all the hexagons could have locked the initial price, the initial share price. They'd be laughing. Not that they're not laughing already. They're making great gains, new all-time high again today over at HEX. But yes, for REX, here's your opportunity to lock in the lowest price, which means you'll maximize the amount of shares you receive, which means the more interest you would receive. Having said that, TREX is sold out. You can only get it through PancakeSwap, but I believe they're going for, I'd like to say maybe 4 or 5 Binance coin, whereas it started off as 1 Binance coin, and it was limited to, I believe, the first 1,000 people, our wallets and addresses. Now today MREX sold out, and what MREX is, it helps you, one, in your auction, increase the amount of Binance you can put towards the auction, which 20 MREX can give you an extra 2 Binance coins to put into the auction. So basically 0.1 Binance per MREX. The key thing, though, I would say, is the second function, which is being able to scrape the interest. You can name your stakes too, which is great. You know, let's say you want to save for a car, or you want to do a monthly payment, paycheck, or something like that. You can name it so you know. You can also move them. So let's say you want to set up a stake as a Christmas present or a birthday present for a family or friend, and you can create it and move it, which is cool. But most important is scraping the interest, which is what is attracting a lot of people into this project right now. And lastly, I also get more, I believe, referral, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, so they're both sold out right now. I think they might be available on PancakeSwap, albeit for a higher cost, but I think it's key to get it. For instance, right now, if you hold a TREX, gotta claim those free Brave tokens. Give me a second here. All right, there we go. Yeah, so right now, if you hold a TREX and you stake for 555 days, so 5, 15, you are getting a daily rate of 15%. So just yesterday, I was setting up Christmas gifts for people. So here you see it says Merry Christmas, Jen. I set it for 555 days, and I'm just gonna let it grow, and I'm gonna move it over to her wallet, which I'm going to create for her as well, and it'd be a great surprise. So yeah, so that's that. Here you can see here I have a scrape 4. I started this 11 days ago. At that time, it was started at, I believe, 18% a day. Now a lot of people are getting confused with, oh, I'm getting 17%. How does that work and whatnot? Basically, both these numbers, the total and the daily rate, is an average. So the reason why this still shows 17 versus 15 that I started yesterday is because I've been collecting at 18%, down to 17%, and then I guess down to 15%, but the overall average is still in the 17s. It doesn't post anything but whole numbers, so it could be 17.5, 17.2, I don't know, but here's the total percentage. So as you can see here, I have annual pay. I had set up a long time ago on the 19th day. That's when I first started. And I'll tell you guys, don't waste your time with anything right now except for 5 days. Reason being is the rate you get, as you can see, for a 1200 day stake, which is essentially 3 years from now, is paying only 3% a day. Compared to right now 15% a day. So I'll tell you what I'm doing, guys. I'm gonna wait till this thing hits 100%. So that's gonna be about another month. But as soon as that hits 100%, I am scraping the whole thing, and I'm gonna restake all of it at 5 days, and hopefully at that time the rate's still double digits. I don't think it'll be 15% a day, but hopefully it'll be about 12% a day. So that's essentially in terms of the misconception about TREX. Now, if you don't have a TREX, the rate is, I'm not sure what the rate is right now, only because it's been, the share price has been escalating. The best way, or the accurate way to calculate it, is to look at over here. Where is it? The share price right here. So right now the share price is 6.637. Meanwhile, those with TREX has it at 0.1. So if you do the math there, I think it's probably going to be like 6. So I would say right now it'd be about 15 divided by 6. I don't know, maybe 2%, less than 2%, 1%, like maybe, I guess, I don't know. You can pull out the calculator and figure that out. But yeah, so without TREX, you're getting basically this 3%. This is less than 3%. I saw someone in chat today, and they had a 555 stake, and it was low. All right. What else was going on in chat that I noticed that people can't seem to get? Oh, yes. So there are people, including myself, who are willing to charge or help those stake with TREX for other members. And, you know, guys, it is risky. There are scammers out there. Do I recommend it? No. But am I doing it myself and offering the service? Yeah, I am doing it. But, of course, not everyone's trustworthy like myself, if you want to call me trustworthy. But essentially, as long as you have this TREX in your wallet, whenever you set up your stake, that stake is automatically at the lowest share price. So at that point, you can move that stake. You can move that stake anywhere, and it will always stay the way it is. Now, if in the future you were to scrape it, the interest, and decide to restake it, then it's going to be at the lower rate because you don't have a TREX. So you'll have to get someone to stake that amount for you again. So TREX is very valuable right now. I think it's about $2,000. I'll be honest with you, depending how much you guys invest. This is not financial advice. I would highly suggest you getting a TREX because you can make your money back, especially if you're planning to invest with $1,000 or more. I do want to say that, hey, this REX token on the Binance Smart Chain, it's risky, 100% risky. It's a copycat of HEX with added features. Now, so far, it seems good. Thomas, the owner, the creator, seems somewhat engaged in the Telegram chat, and he's been open so far. I was actually the one who raised the audit topic in chat because when I was doing my research, I checked the audit. It was by TechRate, and they didn't have REX on their website, and that raised flags, and I started to ask. And finally, Thomas reached out to TechRate and said, hey guys, the community is a little bit worried that for some reason our audit is not on your web. Maybe it dropped off by accident. Can you please add it back? And it took about a few days, and sure enough, TechRate added it back on, and it was official. And the group's been posting the audit in the rooms. Now, having said that, guys, if you actually go to TechRate and you look at the type of coins they audit, it doesn't say too much about them, but hey, at least they do say that they do audits and whatnot. And this was a paid audit, by the way. I believe it was about $5,000, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, again, not financial advice, risk reward, that's how it goes. But if you missed the HEX boat or the early HEX, then this is for you, and that's where I am. I joined HEX day, I believe, 585, so I was late. Nonetheless, of course, you still made gains, and it's incredible. But being in REX right now, day 80, I can tell you're super early. We're still in the auction phase, raising pre-sale phase, so I highly recommend doing that. Now, in terms of some strategies, guys, if you want to expand your stakes and whatnot, for instance, you can see my scrape 4. My recommendation is to wait until it is 250% to scrape, and you scrape all of it. Because once you scrape all of it, your stake is no longer earning any interest. So it's kind of dead, and it's essentially just locked up there for 5 days. Now, of course, you wait 7.5 years, you served the minimum wait time, you can still get your principal back. But yeah, so 100% I'm waiting for 250 now. Because it gets locked up once you scrape it all, you want to scrape above 200% because you want to cover your initial cost for that principal, and then you also have a second one, so it's double that you can restake and repeat the process. And I say 250 because every time you scrape and you restake, you lose 1 day, and that 1 day of interest will cost you. But if you hold till 250%, that extra 50% interest earned will cover that 1 day loss when you restake. So I'll show you some that I restaked, that I cleared out, and it's strange, I don't know why. Here's a good one here. So this one right here, after 15 days, I scraped it. It was a small one, and you can see it's no interest, nothing in total, nothing daily, no percent daily, just this 21,500. I did the same thing here, and I marked them all with these dashes just so that I know, and they were small amounts. And it's really odd that I still have something growing there left over, even though I put 100, I chose all the days that I want to scrape. Once you hit scrape, I'll show you guys, you can always do this, it's safe. It says, so far I've accumulated 1 day of interest, so I can type the number 1, and I would take all of it. And that's what I did last time, and I'm not sure why there's some left over here, like this here, this one here, the 500,000 one. 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's like useless. I consider it gone, but in 7.5 years, I can take that back. So yeah, so you want to lock it up again. Why? Because, let's look at this one here. Once this becomes double this, I'll have 2.8 million. And if I were to restake all 2.8 million, I'll be earning, 16%, or rather 15% on 2.8 million versus 15% on 1.4. So right now, at a rate of 15% a day, you're looking about 14 days for it to hit 200%. So about 2 weeks, you're doubling your money, give or take. So yeah, it's a real moneymaker right now, and the chart's looking pretty good. Right now, we're sitting at just below 0.9 cents, I guess. 0.0089. I personally like to use Dextools. This shows pretty much everything you need to know. So it's pretty good. A lot of buys. You don't see the bots. Oh yes, bots. Like these dudes right here. I have to say, guys, when you're buying here, make sure you set your slippage to 0.1%. You don't want to be front run. For instance, this person right here, wallet 0x26. This individual placed an order total 2 Binance coin after this person, but the bot sandwiched it right in between, bought it, knew it could raise a price to 0.0098 so that this wallet can buy it, and as soon as they bought it, boom, sells it back. So if you don't know what slippage means, I'll show you over here. Let's say for 1 inch, they're all the same. Here's 1%. Change it to 0.1%. That means that if the price changes by 0.1%, you're not going to go through with that order. So that individual probably had an extra 1% or 3%, I'm not sure. And the bot went there and sniped it. And there you go. And you can see there's another one down here. Right here, between these two. Boom, boom. Bought it, sold it. So yeah, guys, don't do that. You're wasting your money. What else can I tell you guys about here? Yeah, I'll say, guys, develop a strategy. You stay patient. Here's something I can show you guys. For instance, you have 2 5 million stakes. You can, after one period, which means a 200%. So it'll be 10 million here, 10 million here. This one here, the first one you split it, so you get 5 million up here, 5 million down here, and for this other 5 million, your initial 5 million, that's now 10 million, you restake all of it. Then what happens on the following double, this 5 million becomes double to 10 million, you leave it. So you let the interest grow based on the 5 million. So you're always going to be earning 10 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. So you see 10 million here, 15, 20, 25. So essentially, after 10 periods or 10 doubles, based on this, there would be 45 million scrapable interest. And 45 million scrapable interest times, what's the price again? It was 0.89. You're looking about $400,000 right there just to scrape. Yeah, it's mind-boggling. But yes, so that's that. And we get back to the chart. And then the bottom here, you're basically repeating the process, but you're also compounding those stakes. So this way you can keep building, and you'll have a perpetual stake going down here. So at the end, you'll have a stake that's 160 million, another one that's 80 million, and then you're gonna have this other 80 million stake that's gonna just accumulate interest like the ones before it, right? All this blue here, all of this, all this blue, that's scrapable interest. So yeah, it's maybe unrealistic, but at the same time, hey, the system will run on its own, right? No admin keys, it's immutable, finished product, can't be changed. So technically this program should run on and on and on for infinity until internet ceases to exist. So you will produce that interest. The only thing is just adoption, right? If no one buys into the coin, then the price goes low, or if everyone decides to just sell the crap out of this thing and the price is low and people get scared, then yeah, you can lose. But right now it's looking pretty good. It's less than a penny. And oh, one thing I want to bring up about the charts. I know a lot of people are using maybe 4 hours, using the candles and charting the Fibonacci retracements and whatnot. It's not bad, I guess, to find out when. Me personally, I like to use the Ganashi candles. And the reason why is that it's the averages. It really paints a really solid picture. You know, when I first started, I started counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sale, days that we're selling. Then you see the run up of buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And then you see the south 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And what's funny was during those times, based on the daily interest rate, 10 days was the time it took for you to double your money. So it was kind of clear that the person who bought down here, after 10 days, sold right here, and so forth, to the point where we're on the next level, and we do the next run up. Buy, 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 buy. Top here, whoever sold is probably the first person who bought down here, and so forth. And then boom, 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 we have the exact same thing. So you can see who's basically buying, doubling their money, cashing out, withdrawing their money, and restaking. And so far, it's proven pretty well. So I would expect, this looks like a doji candle, doji green candle. I would expect, though, that we are going to make another trip probably about maybe 2, maximum 3 days before, maybe 3 days, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, maybe 4 days, that we would start doing a run-up again. And one thing I noticed that every time we do a run-up, we would do a run-up about, let's see here, bottom to top, that was 133%. And then to the bottom we retrace about 58%. And on this run we went up about 487% with a retracement about 65%. And then from bottom to this top, that was crazy, 869%. But if we take the body, we're looking about 534% around there. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a pattern. Here we got retraced 69%. Maybe that's the bottom, maybe not. So yeah. So I hope this video was somewhat informative. I hope it cleared some things out for you. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment below. I'll be sure to look at them and hopefully I can help you out there. Hope to see you guys soon. That's it for now. Take care.